What are Russians being told about the war in Ukraine? For more than 8 months, the message from the Kremlin to the people has been Russia will be victorious. And yet, there is no sign of the promised victory. On the contrary, the public is learning of problems. Grim faces on state TV as Russia announces a retreat from Kherson, the strategically important Ukrainian city. I bet they're cock-a-hoop about this in the West, he says, but we have to remain calm. And this Kremlin supporter remains confident.
Of course we will win. And withdrawal of our troops, temporary withdrawal of our troops from Kherson in order not to be surrendered is not a defeat. Even though a lot of people in the West would like to see this as a defeat, it's not. Because sometimes you need to go back one step to go 10 steps further.
Still, it does feel like Vladimir Putin has been trying to distance himself from what many see as a setback. As the retreat was being announced, Putin was shown visiting a brain research center. He thought his military operation in Ukraine would last days, not months. But it hasn't gone to plan. There is also growing confusion over his objectives in this war. And since the Kremlin had insisted that occupied Kherson would be Russian forever, the retreat is a blow to Moscow. Russia's retreat from Kherson creates a danger for Vladimir Putin. It risks changing how he's perceived here at home, not so much by the Russian public, but by the Russian elite, by the people around him, the people in power here, who for years have viewed Putin as a great strategist, a winner. Less so now. And the mood on the streets? Of course we'll win the war, he says. When have Russians ever lost?
I really hope that Russian soldiers will come back and Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin will leave his post and Ukraine and Russia will be free from this dictator.
For now, the Russian public is watching, waiting, to see where the Kremlin's war goes from here. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Moscow.